Всем привет, друзья! С вами снова Гордон, и мы продолжаем проходить Сайберию. В поисках Елены Романской мы прибыли в Варалбат, это местный курорт союзного значения. Так что давайте осматриваться, искать нашу диву, примадонну и может быть мы еще что-нибудь тут найдем. Отдохнуть навряд ли нам тут получится. Судя по всему, место уже не такое презентабельное, что ли.
Hello?
What do you think you're doing, Kate? I wanted updates. I wanted results.
Certainly, Mr. Marson. We all do. Down on the ground, we're doing all we can, but there's no new developments.
Kate, I don't think you understand the urgency of this situation. Universal Toys are on my back and digging in. I can't hold them off much longer. You're putting the firm in a very tricky situation.
I am very sorry, but a slight mishap or two has meant that I've had to modify my mission temporarily.
Miss Walker, you're walking on a minefield here. I don't have to underline that this affair is Class A priority numero uno. Hot!
I am only too aware of that, Mr. Marson, and believe me, I am doing all I possibly can. But this mission is really no piece of cake.
You can have all the cake you want and eat it too when you get home. Next time I call you, I want something concrete, something solid. I want results. You understand? Results!
Yes, Mr. Marson.
На самом деле, по-моему, можно было просто взять и подделать подпись господина Форальберга. Не думаю, что он как-то его бы это заботило. Давайте посмотрим, может тут на станции что-нибудь есть. Похоже, совсем ничего. Заводной механизм, значит мы все-таки сумеем пригнать сюда поезд. Ладно, давайте. О, фонтан. Классно.
That is so beautiful.
И все? Ладно. Давайте поговорим, может быть. Здравствуйте.
Good morning, sir.
Good day to you, ma'am, and welcome to the Hotel Krotsky. I don't expect you've made a reservation, have you? Well, no matter. We've got a few rooms left with a sea view. By far the best on offer.
Well, actually I wasn't counting on staying in Arrowbad.
I see. It's like that then. So, what can I do for you?
Ну, давайте представимся.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer sent by a major American law firm to take care of a delicate inheritance case.
Ah, very pleased to meet you, Miss Walker. Felix Smetana at your service. I'm the receptionist of this establishment. Between you and me and the brick wall, I often play the role of general manager here, too. These days the place ain't what it used to be.
This hotel is truly incredible, though. It's kind of sumptuous in an old-fashioned way.
You should see how sumptuous our suites are. For more than a whole century they have accommodated some of the world's greats. Would you like to take one?
No, it's okay, thank you. I'm not staying. I've got to get away. I'm expected.
Right. Well, in that case, I don't see what I can do for you.
I want to meet someone who lives here.
That's very inconvenient. None of my customers said they were expecting someone. You can't just turn up like that. We've got a very strict policy. In this day and age, the hotel ain't too open to, impromptu visits from any Tom, Dick, or Harry.
Please, I absolutely must speak with her. It's very important.
If it was that important, all you had to do was ring the hotel. People come here to rest, you see, to get away from the world, which ain't turning so good these days. Don't let me keep you. Good day to you, ma'am.
Honestly, if I could have called, I would have called, but I couldn't. So please, can you bend the rules just a little, sir?
Ma'am, in this hotel, we don't bend nothing for no one. With respect.
Ну, тебя можно понять, мужик, но все-таки.
Sir, I really could use your help.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but my helping hand only serves my hotel guests.
Well, let me just say that by helping me out, you'd also be helping out one of your very own guests.
Ma'am, I'm not to be wound around anyone's little finger. You hear?
Ну, хорошо, может про Ганса что-нибудь
Could you tell
знаешь?
me if a certain Hans Vorarlberg has ever been here?
On a spa holiday?
Yes, that's it.
I'm sorry, but our hotel register is strictly confidential.
Come on, please. It's not like it's a state secret you're telling me here.
And if I just let you consult our register, what am I going to get out of it?
My eternal gratitude?
That's just what I was expecting. Adieu, as the French say, madame.
Usually I travel on this fantastic mechanical train. Haven't I seen some kind of a station here? Is it possible to arrive here by train then?
Of course it is. What were you suggesting? If I'm not very much mistaken, that's your air balloon I see getting blown to shreds in the hotel garden.
Oh yeah, the airship. That's a bit different. I just borrowed that to make the round-trip journey to Arrelbad.
Whatever. You better think about getting it off there, and quick. With that contraption on my lawn, some of my clientele might have a relapse.
It's a real shame that there aren't any guests at your hotel.
We had our moment of glory, but now it's all in the past. That's all.
Doesn't it make you sad?
Why should it? Once upon a time I met the greatest of the great. Now I got my memories. Sweet memories.
Ясненько, ничем ты мне не
thanks
поможешь.
At your service, ma'am.
Так, может быть, тут можно что-нибудь скоммуниздить, нет? Похоже, абсолютно ничего. Может тебе водку дать? Ладно, давайте попробуем пройти мимо него. Тут, наверное, все-таки можно, да, куда-нибудь походить? О, да, видимо, можно. Ух ты. Шампунь. Шваберка. Ну, судя по всему, это все, да? Не поддается, не открывается. Кажется, я знаю, что можно сделать. Надо отвлечь нашего портье. Давайте немножко попакостим. Какой замечательный фонтан. И этой девушке в фонтане надо немножко помыться. Ферри, теперь в 2 раза гуще. О, почти как пена для ванны. О боже, кто это сделал? Вы только посмотрите, ну и хулиганье.
Sir? Sir?
Колокольчик?
Attack! Attack! Attack!
Какой атак, там одни помехи.
I'm sorry to disturb you again, but I've absolutely got to meet Madame Romansky.
Don't even think about it. Any way into this hotel is bolted.
Why are you telling me that?
No reason. Like that, just in case you feel like walking in and rummaging about. The times are changing, ma'am, and we've had to introduce a security system. Keep out unwanted visitors as sure as we keep out the sand and the salt, if you get my drift.
Yeah, of course. Well, thanks again for your warmth and hospitality. Well...
А может быть, там надо шторы открыть? Что там? А можно ли? Да, точно, вот. Надо шторы открыть, чтобы он все увидел. Та-да-да-дам. Вон, смотрите, какая чудесная пена. Она так хорошо пенится.
Sir?
You again? But what the hell's going on over there? Why is it me gets hell to pay when there's already too much work to do?
Ой, ну, бедненький, футбол тебе теперь не посмотреть. Пропустишь ответственный, не знаю, полуфинал какой-нибудь. У меня такое ощущение, что он единственный работник здесь. Но, в принципе, ему идет. Так, ладно, пока наш гарсон там занят, давайте посмотрим, что у нас тут еще есть. Можно зайти за стойку. Мы никому об этом не расскажем. Это что? Отель Эдинар, гостиница Кронская. Ага, это, видимо, номер. Эдинар – это сеть отелей с многолетними традициями. Самый первый Эдинор был открыт в Париже в 1928 году. Сейчас наши престижные отели можно найти в любой европейской столице. Вам представляется уникальная возможность поселиться в историческом центре города, в старинном дворце или роскошном особняке. Все здания полностью отреставрированы, и великолепная старинная архитектура сочетается в них с комфортом современных апартаментов. Отели Эдинар идеально расположены для знакомства со столицей. Вы откроете для себя красоту национального архитектурного наследия и насладитесь исключительным комфортом и высочайшим уровнем обслуживания. Великолепный отдых вам гарантирован. Пребывание в отеле Эдинар станет для вас неизмеримо большим, нежели просто остановкой в пути. Неизмеримо большим, да. Очарование каждого уголка в сочетании с неповторимой атмосферой былых времен надолго сохранится в вашей памяти. Дополнит впечатление лучшие блюда национальной кухни, которые всегда готовы предложить гостям наши искусные шеф-повара. Сегодня группа Эдинар насчитывает 15 отелей уровня от 3 до 5 звезд, расположенных по всей Европе. Хорошо. И что же это, чей это номер такой? Наверное, все-таки нашего отеля. 464 33 643. Я думаю, это мы сможем... О! Кнопонька. Замечательно. Так, и что у нас тут? Есть ли у нас тут кто-нибудь? Проживающий. Елена Романская, проживающий. Отъезд. Да, она не уезжала. Ганс Форальберг в 85-м был. И уехал. Так, Елена Романская, 1270. Так, а после этого был ли тут Ганс Форальберг? Иван Малышев. Ну, видимо, нет. То есть он только... Да, похоже, он тут был проездом. И уехал в 85-м. А прибыла в 81-м. 81-м. Ладно. Так, еще раз, какой там номер? 1270. Ладно, пойдемте искать нашу Елену Троянскую. Больше тут ничего нету. Телефон. Да, больше тут ничего нету. Так что пошли. Вот еще бы там, конечно, осмотреть. Может, там какая-то почта есть. Ну, да ладно, в принципе. Ух ты, какой крутой бассейн. Так, у нас есть туда, у нас есть налево. Давайте сначала сходим куда поближе. О, автоматон. С ним можно поговорить.
Hello there.
Good afternoon, miss.
Are you the hotel barman?
My name is James, miss. James, the automaton nurse. I am not a barman.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to upset you.
If you don't mind, miss, I would appreciate it if you would just be a little more rigorous in the terms you employ in the future.
Хорошо.
My name is Kate Walker.
Pleased to meet you, miss. You are not here for treatment, are you?
No, I'm not. I only want to meet Madame Romansky.
I would be delighted to serve you tea when Madame returns from her constitutional.
I don't want to impose. Maybe your mistress won't want to take tea with me.
Madame likes to complain for the sake of it. Believe me, she loves visits.
In that case, thanks for the invitation. I'm looking for Madame Romansky. Do you know where she is?
3:30 to 4:30 p.m., Madame Romansky takes her daily constitutional on the pier. Tea is served at 5 o'clock sharp.
Is it possible to go see her?
As you wish, but do pay attention to the salt wind.
Can you take me to Helena Romansky?
Not at this hour, miss. Madame will still be watching the sea at the end of the pier.
So?
Madame knows perfectly well that during this season I don't go down to the pier. My wheelwork goes dicky under the double corrosive action of the salt and sand winds. Listen, you can hear them sweeping up and down the beach and out to sea. We call it the salt wind here. It'll drive us all crazy one of these days.
Come on. Just make a little effort.
No, I'll stay here and make ready for Madame in case she needs me. She can be so unpredictable, such violent swings of mood.
Прям как Оскар.
Have you ever heard of a Mr. Vorarlberg?
The name is not entirely foreign to me.
Really? You know Hans Vorarlberg?
That I cannot say, miss. Madame has forbidden me from talking about him and even mentioning his name.
Why?
Nostalgia, sadness, medication. Call it what you humans will. We never had this conversation, did we, miss? Madame would be very angry to learn that I know, and now you know as well.
Don't worry. Mum's the word. Do you know Komkalsgrad? I left my train there with its engineer. You'll never guess what. It's an automaton just like you. There's even a family resemblance.
Firstly, I would say that I do not know Komkolsgrad. Secondly, I have never taken a train. Thirdly, the existence of another automaton with such a degree of finesse as myself appears very unlikely. Madame has always assured me that I am a unique model, a gift from a former admirer.
Yeah, but you two really do look alike. And you know, I miss him.
Why is he not here with his train, then? I would never allow Madame Romansky to leave on her own.
It's a long story, but hopefully I'll see him again soon.
Such attachment is very touching, miss.
Well, I'm going,
Ладненько.
James. See you later, maybe.
It would be a pleasure to see you again, miss.
Очень и очень, наверное, полезный автоматон. Надо признать, он сильно напоминает Оскара. Действительно, у них есть некоторое фамильное сходство. Скажем так. Это у нас очередная, видимо, головоломка будет. 1270 вроде.
Darn it! That doesn't work. Just as I thought.
Хорошо, давайте посмотрим, может у нас в записках где-то осталось. Буклет, коллекция журнальных. Нет, не осталось? Так, давайте еще раз сходим, посмотрим тот журнал. По-моему, все-таки там было 1270. Надо бы еще посмотреть этот бассейн. А тут интересно, что-нибудь есть? Почте нет? Так, Елена Романская. Да, 1270. 1270, все правильно. Пропуск, пропуск. Ну, по идее, он должен был сработать. Может, 1478 попробовать? Вписать себя сюда мы все равно не сможем. Давай еще раз 1270.
Darn it! That doesn't work. Just as I thought.
14. 1478.
Doesn't look like that works. Darn it! That doesn't work. Just as
И почему она не работает?
doesn't look like that works.
Ладно. Возможно, мне пока туда не надо. Давайте посмотрим, что у нас здесь. Здесь у нас нехилый такой бассейн. А тут? О, а это что? А, 0968, временный код, электронный ключ. Хорошо, значит, именно это мне, видимо, и нужно. 0968. Давайте сбегаем и введем его. Ноль девять шесть восемь. И вуаля! Да, Сезам, откройся. Так, масочка. Видимо, без маски туда выходить не стоит. Целевые ветра... В общем, не думаю, что они очень полезны для легких. Колокольчик какой-то. Ладно, давайте поговорим с мадам Романской. Она должна быть на другом конце этого пирса. Здесь когда-то была, видимо, замечательная набережная. Но оно все пересохло. Здравствуйте, мадам Романская.
Madam Romansky? Madam Helena Romansky?
Who are you? What do you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you, ma'am. My name's Kate Walker. I've come on behalf of Frank Malkovich.
Ah, Markovich, the old son of a gun. Are you one of his relatives?
Not exactly. He's a good friend of my mother's. He told me you might be here in Arrowbad. I'm American, a lawyer.
To what do I owe your visit? You have come so far. It must be important.
Indeed it is. I have very delicate and pressing business to attend to. I have just left...
Later, my dear, later. I have a slight headache. This hotel masked a pinch so I have to go in. Please, could you be so kind as to call my valet?
Your valet? Of course.
Хорошо.
You back here again? How dare you show your damn face round here? Get out of here immediately!
Please. I absolutely must find...
Miss Romansky! Oh, yes, I'm sorry. She managed to lie her way in here. Don't matter how vigilant you are, there's always one. It won't happen again. She'll be out of her ear before you can say, I hope she hasn't upset you too much.
Oh, Felix. Stop being such a grizzly bear. This woman is my guest.
She's your guest, but that ain't possible. This vandal didn't even know you 3 hours ago.
Be quiet, Felix, before you offend someone.
Miss Romansky, please. This maniac turned up earlier and tried to wreck the fountain. If it wasn't for the...
I said enough, Felix. Please treat Miss Walker with the respect befitting one of my friends. Don't touch and don't swear. Have I made myself clear, Mr. Smetana?
Yes, yes, crystal clear, Madam Romansky. Please do accept my humble apologies.
Very good, Felix. You may go now.
Вот так, надо было сразу меня пропустить. Пан Сметан, блин. Может быть, там в колокольчик позвонить? Я думаю, он мне пригодится. Давайте поговорим с этим Джеймсом, или как его там зовут. Так, наверное, надо снять респиратор.
James? James, where are you? I've rung for you several times. Madame Romansky wants you to bring her back inside.
Several times, you say? Are you sure? I didn't hear anything.
That's right, several times. Quick, go and get her.
This really is most tiresome, miss. If the bell really hasn't rung, then I'm going out for nothing. It's the salt wind. Too much, and it'll play havoc with my insides. If you don't mind, I'm going to wait for the bell to ring again.
Madame Romansky isn't going to like it.
Don't worry. You get used to it.
Хорошо, видимо, нам надо позвонить немножко поближе. Там было еще одно гнездо для колокольчика. Так что попробуем еще разок. Так, немножко пробежал. Теперь, Джеймс, ты слышал? Достаточно для тебя громко? Или может тебе колокольчик, я не знаю, около ушей повешать? Нет, по-моему, он явно не слышит колокольчика. Джеймс, тебе, не знаю, уши заложило? Они, наверное, у тебя все-таки есть?
James, what are you waiting for? Don't tell me you didn't hear the bell this time.
The bell did indeed ring, but it is very windy outside, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit gusty. But what's that got to do with it?
Madam doesn't understand. She says an automaton doesn't need protection, but my insides don't like the salty wind. I'm afraid to go out, you know.
And if you wore my mask to protect you against the salt, would that help?
Oh, most certainly.
На самом деле, навряд ли оно тебе поможет, но... Если поможет, то замечательно. Кто там еще?
Katie Pooh. So, have you met her yet? This Helena person. What's she like? Does she remember Frank?
Hi, Mom. Yeah, sure. I met her, and yeah, she's living in Arlbad. You can thank Frank for me again.
I'll remember too, honey. So, what's Arlbad like? Maybe Frank can take me there one day.
It's this seaside resort, Ma, but it isn't what it used to be. You'd be real disappointed.
Maybe you're right. So, when are you coming home? Is that mission all over then?
Not really, Ma. I still haven't found the heir I'm looking for to wrap up the case. Helena Romansky's a kind of detour here.
Listen, Munchkin. I get the distinct impression that you're being led up the garden path. Why don't you just come home, tell your boss this heir just doesn't exist, that you've done all you can, et voila. Do you want me to call him for you?
Ma, please, don't get involved. Looking for Hans Vorarlberg is what I'm being paid for. But I also just want to find him for myself.
Honestly, you're just as stubborn as your father. Don't complain that your mother didn't warn you.
Don't worry, I won't.
Ну что, мисс Елена, вот мы с вами и познакомились.
It's a real honor to meet you, Madame Romansky. People have told me so much about you.
People still talk about me. Oh dear.
Of course. Everyone tells me how wonderful you were. How you were one of the greatest singers of the century.
Ah, so I was, my dear. But surely you didn't come here just to dig up the past.
Да,
Like I said, I'm a lawyer, and to tell you the truth, I don't know much about classical music. But after talking to Mr. Borodin and Mr. Malkovich, they really made me want to hear you.
Oh, you are too late, my child. 10 years too late. And how is dear Frank? Do tell me. Oh, I am still angry with him for leaving like that to America. Don't be offended, but I never suspected those cowboys actually have an ear for real music.
I don't think he sings much anymore. The odd gala, the odd charity event. Anyway, he sends his love.
Oh, his love. Do you hear that, James? There is someone who still loves me on the other side of the Atlantic.
Never said they didn't, madam.
What about this other gentleman? What is his name? Borodin? Do I know him?
Yes, you once sang in Komkalsgrad. An incredible recital, if the director's account is anything to go by. If you only knew how moved he still is. He's another one who still adores you.
I must confess that seeing one of my greatest admirers once more would do wonders for me, but... my voice, it is so... I couldn't.
I'm wrapped up in a case at the moment, and because of it I met a certain Mr. Sergei Borodin, director of the Komkalsgrad Industrial Complex, situated to the northeast of here.
I remember that factory. A sad city indeed. What am I saying? They all were.
Madame Romansky, this Borodin is one of your biggest fans. If you could come and sing for him there, it would make one of his biggest dreams come true.
Sing? Oh, my poor girl. I have not sung for years. Time has taken its toll. My voice is like the rest of me. Faded and wan, like my heart.
Oh, aren't you going a bit far there? I bet you've still got a great voice.
Oh, you are the sweetest cherry, my dear. I am not senile yet, but I look reality in the face every time I look in the mirror, and I can tell you, singing is something I did in the past.
Madame Romansky, please understand I would never have come so far to disturb you if I didn't really need your help.
I understand, my dear. But my health is failing me, as does my voice. Believe me, no one is sadder than I.
Strange. I get the impression that Hans Vorarlberg turned up here, too.
You know Hans Vorarlberg?
Not exactly. I'm looking for him to sort out this inheritance case. But I've had to snoop around in his past a bit to get on his trail, and I guess he's kind of a close friend now. You knew him, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I knew Hans Vorarlberg. Do you hear, James? Ah, if you had the chance to meet Hans. My Hans. Oh, my God. What has become of him? Where is he?
As questions go, madam, that one is not without certain complications.
I'm sorry, but I have no idea. That's the goal of my mission, to find Hans Vorarlberg. That's why I have to get back to my train as quickly as possible and to get out of Komkalsgrad.
And you cannot find him without the train?
The train is one of his last inventions. So is Oscar, the automaton engineer. I get the feeling that the two of them are going to lead me to him.
Did you hear that, James? I might see Hans again. I have dreamed so long of meeting my dearest sweetheart again. Oh, if only I could sing. If only I were in Paris, I would ask George for that miracle cocktail. The one that only he knew how to make. Wouldn't I, James?
Yes, madam. As you have frequently said, without that famous cocktail, your French tour would have probably been cancelled.
И что за
I don't
коктейль?
understand.
An extraordinary tale, my dear. It was December, and it was terribly cold and damp. I had to play the role of Tatiana that evening at the opera. But since the morning I had lost my voice. It drove me completely mad with worry. I don't know how George, the barman at the Moritz Hotel, heard about my affliction, but he brought me up a cocktail that he had invented. A strange concoction. But it turned out to be a miracle cure. My voice returned to me in an instant.
That's amazing. That's just what we need. We're going to mix you up a cocktail.
Ah, my dear child. It is impossible. George never told me the recipe of the drink. He loved to keep his trade secrets. He said it made him absolutely irreplaceable.
Well, I'm going to get George to tell me. He hasn't yet met with my powers of persuasion.
Поезд Елена. Ну,
Look,
давайте еще поговорим.
Please, you absolutely have to come with me to Komkalsgrad. It's the only way I'm going to get my train back and be able to carry on my journey.
Your train?
That's right. I've been traveling on this amazing locomotive with this automaton engineer. He isn't a million light years away from your James.
Do you hear that, James? And automaton? You have a twin brother? How delightful. And I thought I was the only person alive able to put up with such a peculiar butler.
Permit me to express my surprise, madam. Surely the fact that I remain in your service guarantees my uniqueness.
Oscar isn't my butler, though. He has a great independence of thought. Sometimes he does whatever suits him.
Just like you, James. Isn't that funny?
Madam will not be surprised to hear that she is strongly advised not to undertake a journey that, unless I am very much mistaken, will tire her needlessly.
James, only one of us will make that decision, and that person is me. I'm very curious to meet your automaton, my dear. Where is it?
He had to stay with the train in Komkalsgrad. The director used his hands for the final touches on his pianist. It's the same pianist that will accompany you when you sing.
How quaint! Another automaton. And this one can even play along with me? Play for me? Ah, why does my voice abandon me so now?
Не переживай, Елена, мы вернем тебе голос как-нибудь.
You must have had a fantastic life. So exhilarating.
Ah, much more than you could ever imagine. I used to sing the finest melodies of the moment in the most fantastic theaters around the world. I have been hailed by kings and courted by princes. Grown men would sink to their knees when they heard the first notes of my recital. My voice could break crystal glass and hearts, many hearts.
I'm not surprised.
Then one day sickness steals away the gift life has given you. My voice started to betray me. I started to get migraines. My health failed. They sent me here to let the spa town weave its healing spell. I was only going to rest for a month, but then the month became a year and the years get longer.
But you look so healthy to me.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
I'll let you get a bit of rest. Thank you for listening to me.
It was a real pleasure, my child. You are a charming young lady, and simply talking to you has warmed my soul.
Замечательно. А, видимо, возвращать голос мы с вами будем уже в следующий раз. А на этом все. С вами был Гордон. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, комментируйте. Всем хорошего настроения и всем пока.